Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode 24 of Be With Me, and I'm going to call today No Fruit Without the Fight. And I'm going to start with a story from Mozambique. A couple years ago, had the opportunity to go to Mozambique. So imagine this big plot of land, 30 farmers are farming this plot of land, but everybody has their own section of the same piece of land. So they knew whose garden part was better than the next person. So the harvest had been gathered over a number of years, and so these people were very experienced. The best farmers in Mozambique were in this plot of land. And so I'm standing in front of these 30 farmers, most of them women, and I asked the question, I said, who's the best farmer in Mozambique? And 29 people take their finger and they point to this one person, this lady. I wish I remember her name. And I said to her, that's amazing. Everybody agrees you're the best farmer in Mozambique. Why are you the best farmer? And she just very humbly, she says, well, while it is still dark, and by this I mean like 4 o'clock in the morning, I would drag, bags of manure from the village into the field, and I would work it into the soil, and then as soon as it was light, I will pick the bugs off all the leaves of all my plants, and all day long then I will be tending and watering and fighting, doing this battle in the field. It's like, this is the most amazing story, and everybody, the whole crowd, all the 29 other people are all nodding their head. Yep, that's exactly what she does. She does this. And so then they would quantify at the harvest time. They would quantify, well, how many mangoes did you get? How many tomatoes did you get from so they all have the same plot of land, and she would sort of win the prize. Well, why is that? So everybody wants to win the prize, but the question is, do you want to fight and get up in the middle of the night and drag bags of manure? So here's the saying for today is you don't get the fruit without the fight. And that is what our story today is about. So this passage from Galatians chapter 5 has, I think, the most or second most popular, prominent verse in it, and that is Galatians 5:22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. It's like everything's in there but the kitchen sink and rainbows and puppies. But the context that passage is in is one of opposition and fighting and not gratifying, and basically a war that's happening, a fight that you have to do to get the fruit, if you will. So we all want to say, oh, who doesn't want love, joy, peace, patience, etc. But who wants what you have to do to get there, which is the against. You have to work against the flesh. You have to oppose things. You have to work that is against which you desire, and keep from doing things you want to do and not gratifying the desires of the flesh. Basically, what Paul is saying to the Galatians is to get the fruit, you have to weaponize the Holy Spirit for this war. So yesterday we asked, well, why didn't God just take you out of the war? So the moment you become a believer, that poof, you get relief of all temptations and all desires of the flesh. Well, that's not the way God designed it. He leaves us in the war. He says in verse 5:17 that we are going to continue to keep you from doing the things you want to do. So we still want to do these things. And he characterizes them in 4 categories. You miss zipper, that is sexual immorality, impurity, sensuality. We miss worship, that is we're tempted to idolatry and sorcery. We miss relationship, enmity, strife, jealousy, fits of rivalries, dissensions and divisions, and envy. And then we miss conduct, drunkenness, and orgies in the world. So there's a lot of things that are fighting against us and playing against us. And what struck me about this passage was you've got this la-di-da part of the passage, which is the fruit of the Spirit, but the rest of it, like 9/10 of it, is about the war that he's left us in. But he hasn't left us without weapons. He's given us the weaponized Holy Spirit to help with all these things. So I think the desire that a lot of people have, well, I want to have these great rainbows and puppy characteristics of the Lord. Really? Well, do you want to oppose the things that need to be opposed? Do you want to be against the things that need to be against? Do you want to fight the war, if you will? So again, the big tagline on is you don't get the fruit without the fight. It's not an escape from the battle. It's actually a call to the battle. And he uses some nice words for it. He talks about walking with the Spirit and living by the Spirit. Helping with the battle is basically walk the war, walk with the Spirit, live the war, live by the Spirit. Those are very similar things that I think he's saying. So today, there's no fruit without the fight. And I think if you flip that around is, hey, let's fight and then you'll get the fruit. So we started today with the best farmer in Mozambique. And why was she the best farmer? Why did she get the best fruit? It's an easy answer. It's because she fought the hardest. So similarly, we're going to fight against the zipper and the misworship and misrelationship and misconduct, and then we're going to get fruit. So today, there's no fruit without the fight. Thank you for listening.